And this is basic for all brands. Regardless of how the internals work, this actually uses a plug, and these use this attached plate that's attached to the rod. This has a free-floating plug. But basic instructions with all models. So you put your clay in, you put your caps on, and you crank your clay out all the way to the end. And when I say to the end, you need to stop before you get to the very end. If you've ever had your extruder lock up on you, or the caps you can't get off, when you extrude it all the way to the very end and you get every last little bit of clay out of there, you're locking up your extruder. So always stop short of all the way to the end. Now this little spring and red washer is a warning sign on the Lucy. But if you don't have that on there, you know, I would stop about at least the thickness of that. Don't go all the way to your bolt and everything is all tight and you can't press any more out. It actually bends your discs. Not the Lucy discs, but these thinner metal ones. It bows them out, which doesn't really hurt them, but it locks up your machine. And on a Makins, that's what actually breaks this part off. Two things that go wrong with a Makins is people break this off, or they strip the threads by over cranking too hard. Now, once you are done extruding, this is very important with all models. Once you get to the end and you've knocked off your piece of clay, take the handle and back turn just a little bit and then loosen both caps. That way it won't, if you put it away at this point and there's still residue in there and the plug's still in there, at least you won't come back in a week or a month and have it be on so tight, because that pressure builds up. And once you leave that cranked all the way tight, the longer it sets, the harder these lock up. So immediately when you're done extruding, cut off your extrusion, back the handle up, and loosen both caps. Okay, that's it on the basics of extruders and